Understanding the American Civil War, Causes, Course, and Consequences. The American Civil War, a pivotal conflict in United States history, erupted in 1861 and lasted until 1865. It was marked by fierce battles, significant casualties, and profound societal changes, with over 620,000 soldiers losing their lives by its conclusion. Deep-rooted economic and social disparities between the North and South set the stage for conflict. The industrialized North favored tariffs and a strong central government, while the agrarian South championed states' rights and a laissez-faire economic policy, creating a rift that widened over decades. Central to the war's outbreak was the contentious issue of slavery. The South's economy relied heavily on slave labor for its cotton plantations, a practice increasingly condemned by the more industrialized and socially progressive North, leading to a moral and political chasm between the two regions. The election of Abraham Lincoln in 1860, without a single Southern electoral vote, signaled the South's diminishing influence in national affairs. His anti-slavery stance, though moderate, was viewed as a direct threat to the Southern way of life, prompting secession. Following Lincoln's election, 11 Southern states seceded from the Union, forming the Confederate States of America. This act of rebellion against the federal government was a bold declaration of the South's commitment to preserving its institutions and autonomy, setting the stage for war. The American Civil War, a pivotal moment in history, began its violent narrative with the attack on Fort Sumter. This opening battle set the stage for a conflict that would engulf the nation, highlighting the deep divisions between North and South. The Battle of Gettysburg, often regarded as the turning point of the war, was a brutal confrontation that resulted in significant casualties. It underscored the ferocity of the conflict and shifted the momentum towards the Union forces, altering the course of the war. Antietam stands as the bloodiest single-day battle in American history, a grim marker of the war's intensity. The staggering loss of life at Antietam shocked the nation and underscored the devastating human cost of the conflict. Naval blockades played a crucial role in weakening the Confederate States, effectively strangling their economy. The Union's strategic use of its naval power to control sea routes and cut off supplies underscored the importance of naval supremacy in the conflict. The Emancipation Proclamation was a watershed moment, transforming the war's moral and political landscape. By declaring the freedom of all enslaved people in rebel-held territory, it elevated the fight to a crusade for human liberty, adding a profound purpose to the Union's cause. The role of African American soldiers in the Union Army was a pivotal moment in the Civil War. Over 180,000 African Americans, many of them former slaves, joined the ranks, fighting valiantly for freedom and proving their courage and dedication to the cause. Women played crucial roles beyond traditional expectations, serving as spies, nurses, and managing home fronts. Their contributions were vital, with figures like Clara Barton, who later founded the American Red Cross, making significant impacts. Their efforts challenged gender norms and showcased their resilience and resourcefulness. Daily life for soldiers was harsh and unforgiving. Living conditions in camps were poor, with inadequate shelter and rampant diseases. Diets were often insufficient, leading to malnutrition. This reality tested the limits of human endurance, highlighting the grim nature of Civil War soldiering. The economic impact of the Civil War was profound, affecting both the North and South. The South faced devastation, with its infrastructure and economy in ruins, while the North experienced a boom in industrial growth. This divergence would shape the post-war landscape significantly. The Battle of Gettysburg marked a turning point in the Civil War. It was the bloodiest battle, with significant losses on both sides, but the Union's victory halted the Confederate advance into the North, shifting the momentum towards the Union cause. Sherman's march to the sea marked a pivotal moment in the Civil War, devastating the Confederate heartland. The Union's strategic campaign aimed at crippling the South's economic and military capabilities, leaving a trail of destruction that hastened the Confederacy's collapse. The surrender at Appomattox Courthouse symbolized the end of a long and bloody conflict. This momentous event brought relief to a war-torn nation and began the complex process of healing and reconciliation between the North and South. The assassination of Abraham Lincoln just days after the war's conclusion plunged the nation back into uncertainty. Lincoln's death robbed America of a leader capable of navigating the delicate process of Reconstruction, impacting the country's path towards rebuilding. The Reconstruction era sought to reintegrate the Southern states and ensure civil rights for the newly freed slaves. However, the period was marked by political turmoil, resistance, and the rise of segregationist policies, laying the groundwork for future racial strife. The long-term consequences of the Civil War profoundly shaped American society, from the abolition of slavery to the ongoing struggle for civil rights. The war's legacy continues to influence modern American culture and politics, reminding us of the cost of division and the value of unity. The legacy of the Civil War deeply permeates modern American culture and politics, shaping the national discourse on race, equality, and federal versus state powers. Its enduring presence is felt in ongoing debates over monuments, educational curricula, and the interpretation of heritage versus hate. As a seminal event in American history, the Civil War's lessons for the future are invaluable. It serves as a stark reminder of the costs of division and the enduring strength of unity, urging contemporary society to reflect on its past to forge a more inclusive future.